Welcome to the way I see it, where the morning after pill doesn't even stop pregnancy. Jeez. All right, so I'm reading off of r/TrueOffMyChest, and today's post is from Throwaway X's, and it's titled, I Don't Want to Be a Dad. Okay. He doesn't want to be a dad. I spent the last days thinking if I should post this. I don't know how people will react, but screw it. I need to talk about it somewhere. Sorry for the format. I'm on mobile. I don't want to become a dad. I'm only 23 and my girlfriend is 19. We have our whole lives ahead of us, and a baby will only destroy everything. I did everything right. She's on the pill, and we use condoms every time. Last month, one of them broke during it. It was an old one. We were drunk, and we didn't pay much attention at the time. The next day, I saw her taking the next morning pill, and I assumed everything was fine. Well, everything is not fine. She's pregnant. She's effing pregnant. At first, she wanted to terminate, which is still legal here. We were making arrangements when she came up to me and told me she changed her mind. How can you change your mind like that so easily? I don't want this kid. I did everything right until this point. I want to get a good job first. I want to live a little before I start a family. Why am I expected to be okay with her decision when I did everything right? How every protection failed like this? I don't want this baby. Not at all. I have no idea what to do or what to say to her. Maybe I am a jerk for thinking like this, but F it. I just want to ghost her right now and not be in this kid's life forever.
Damn! Oh my goodness. I feel so sympathetic towards this young man. And I remember when I was young and when we first found out, and we had to mull through all those emotions as well. But for this young man, I think that he's scared. He doesn't know what to do. He's thinking his life is going to be over. A million thoughts are running through his mind right now. So I think that he should just take some time for himself. And if she decides to go through with this decision, there's honestly nothing that he can do to change that. And he's just going to have to come to terms with it. His life isn't over though. You know, he still can accomplish all those dreams. He's going to have to be more responsible about it. And,
For the record, earlier when you said when we first were dealing with, pregnancy, we were mulling through those emotions. Let me just be perfectly clear. I never wavered on my, I want to do this. When I got you pregnant, my thought was,
got him.
That's exactly what I thought. I was scared about being a dad and all that, but I never wanted to discuss terminations or anything like that. I was thrilled that you were going to be forced into my life forever. I got you good.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was more methodical. Like I wanted, everything to be planned out. By this age, I had this degree. By this age, and that threw a wrench into my plans. But eventually, we decided to have our beautiful daughter. But for this young man here, I can understand, his emotions. But he seems. What was that last line?
I just want to ghost her right now and not be in this kid's life forever.
Dang.
That's a pretty declarative statement.
He's feeling real strong.
All right, so a couple things that I want to make sure that I point out here. All right. When in the post it says I saw her taking next morning pill. For the sake of this video, I'm assuming he means the morning after pill.
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
That's where the assumption is. If he's saying it weird, whatever, I don't know. Because you could interpret it like I saw her taking her birth control pill the next morning. I'm not going. He said I saw her taking next morning pill. He's talking about the morning after pill. If you say morning and pill, I'm assuming you're talking about the morning after pill.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
There's that. So let's start there. That's my assumption.
Not only that, they used protection.
which she said broke, and she's currently on the pill, and she took the morning after pill and was still pregnant.
That's
anyway.
That's more than what we was doing. That was what we were gambling out there, but that's okay.
Just what Sherry's laughing about is, just to be clear, her and I took no such measures.
Let's not dive
We
too
took no
deep.
measures. Okay, raw dog. Okay, that's all. That's all that was.
Really?
Just good old fashioned raw
Really?
dog.
Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Moving on.
Protections. Okay, all right, moving on. I'm moving on. All right. So I looked through the comments, and everyone's saying things like, this is time to have an honest conversation with her. Sit her down and go over how you're feeling. Let her know how you're feeling as soon as possible. Don't ghost her. All of that, and I agree, with all of that on its face. Now I'm sitting here looking through these comments, and I don't see the one that should be discussed here.
Okay, and what's that?
Have you ever heard of the term Occam's razor?
I have.
Yeah, so that's basically stating when there's two competing hypotheses, I guess the one that makes the most sense or explains the situation the best is kind of like more than likely the thing that
Occurred?
Yeah, exactly. It's what occurred.
Mhm.
So let's run this down. They used condoms. He said it broke. So, okay. So I guess we can scratch that one off.
Go ahead.
She's on the pill currently.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So she's on the pill currently. Now, even with all that, when the condom broke, he was like, no, we got to take the morning after pill.
Extra cautious.
Extra cautious. So
Okay.
I'm assuming he gets up, he goes to the CVS or the Walgreens or whatever's in his area. He gets the morning after pill. And she takes it. He sees her take it the next. He says he sees her take it the next morning. Okay. So now she's pregnant. And he said this was a month ago. Now she's pregnant. This is clearly not his baby.
Clearly.
I'm sorry, not clearly. It's obviously not clear. Okay. Maybe this is some weird situation. But I think it's very possible this is not his child.
When it comes to 8-month-old Brian, Chiari, you are not.
What makes you come to that assumption so quick?
In the history of my life, and it's not, I'm not that old, but I've never seen somebody who's on the pill take the morning after pill and still get pregnant. Either, the universe really wants this baby to be born, or foul play might be going on. Because look, she takes the morning after pill. She does what she does with the side dude the very next week. All she probably did was urinate on a stick at this point to get the positive pregnancy test. We don't know exactly the date of conception. He don't know exactly how far along she is at this point.
But you
right?
are jumping to conclusions because
I have to jump to conclusions.
No, because guess what? She has to take that pill daily, that birth control pill.
Okay.
And if you miss one, that messes up the whole thing.
And the morning after pill?
I have no answers for that, but
I see people saying stuff like, "Oh, that pill isn't 100%."
Maybe,
that pill
yeah.
isn't 100%.
I've heard, situations.
You know what? Also, is not 100%. The amount of men who think they're raising their biological child or children and they're not. That's not 100%. So that needs to be checked.
Yeah. So we have a son, and in any case given, I want to find out. I would highly encourage my son to find out in this situation for sure, if the baby is his or not.
So are you saying that because of the circumstances surrounding this, or are you saying that as a general principle for your son who gets someone pregnant?
For me personally?
Yeah.
Just generally.
Generally.
Just because of the way things are in today's society right now.
Okay.
I just want to.
Can I ask you a question? And this, I swear I'm not trying to set you up here. Can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Did you encourage me back in 2013 to do that when we had our son?
I did not encourage you.
Do you think, looking back, do you think you should have?
I wouldn't.
Seems how you would want that for your son.
Mhm.
Do you think? Because if I had said that to you, would you have been offended?
I would have been offended, but I wouldn't have gotten, you know me, I'm not going to get belligerent. I would, encourage you to go ahead and do that.
Stop the cap.
You would have encouraged me to. Okay.
Yes, I would have said, I'd have been like, you know what? We aren't married. We are young. He wants to be sure. Can't believe he would have thought about, I can't believe he thought that about me. Oh my goodness. I would be offended. Yes.
But overall, our relationship would be okay?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to go ahead and call Cap right now. I'm going to go ahead and call Cap. This is more Cap than Steve Rogers right here. That's what this is. I will establish my own relationship with my grandchildren, right? I will see to it that me and the babies that my son believes are his, they have a connection to me biologically. I will ensure that there is a grandfather connection between me and whatever baby my son brings to me as his own.
Of course.
But it's just funny hearing you say that, because I know you wouldn't have said that
back then.
Those
yeah,
10 years ago,
I was pretty.
You wouldn't have said
You're
that.
right.
So
You're right.
We wouldn't have been cool.
You're right. I was young, but now, yes, of course, with age comes wisdom, and you can apply it when necessary. But no, yeah, probably back then would have been really offended.
But overall, man, look, don't ghost her. Sit her down, talk. Let her know everything. Let her know you don't want this. Let her know the suspicions that, look, man, are you sure this is mine, man? Because I saw you take that morning after pill. And if you want to go through with this, just talk to her. Because look, if she agrees, there's a chance you may be able to waive your paternal rights and all that. I'm not sure what state you're in, but if you think you're just going to walk down to the courthouse, say you don't want to do this and it's all good, my brother, it ain't working that way. Okay? They got you. Okay? She got you. If she doesn't want to play ball, if she wants you, to make things hard for you, you're gonna, that responsibility you don't want, sorry. What Tupac said, since a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. So if a woman decides to have a baby, my friend, you got a baby. And there's nothing you can do about that. And if she wants you to be involved, guess what, my friend? The court will see to it that you are financially involved. And there is nada that you can do, buddy. So,
he'll come around. I am encouraged, and I always think with a positive thought, and I think that he'll come around.
All right. Get that test, buddy. Sit down and talk to her. We're out. If you like these kind of discussions, these kind of, what we do here, consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, man. We drop these every day. Stop playing with me. All right, we out.